Hi, my name is Bina, and I am a co-founder of Colonai, a second set of eyes for your GI or gastroenterologist. We are developing AI tools for precision colonoscopy in order to reduce the incidence and mortality of colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States. It is also one of the most preventable and treatable forms of cancer if caught early. Unfortunately, 27% of polyps are missed during colonoscopy, and 10% are incompletely removed. Oftentimes, polyps can be flat, subtle, blend in with the surrounding healthy tissue, and are difficult to distinguish with the naked eye because of ill-defined borders. In 2019 alone, there were 145,000 new cases of colorectal cancer, and a third of those resulted in deaths. To combat this problem, we've developed two proprietary algorithms, PolypSense and PolypSect. PolypSense provides a bounding box around a polyp or tumor, flagging it for a gastroenterologist, and PolypSect provides a conforming boundary around a polyp or tumor to ensure that it has been completely removed. We have validated our algorithms on 2,391 images labeled by gastroenterologists and have a sensitivity of 98.36% and a specificity of 97.45%. Our software solutions seamlessly integrate into pre-existing workflow. We have two main customer segments, gastroenterologists in ambulatory surgical centers and those in hospitals with decision-making power. With the help of data from IQVIA, we've been able to identify the top deciles of gastroenterologists performing colonoscopies here in the US. For example, we know that 19% of gastroenterologists perform over 50% of the colonoscopies. We hope to target these deciles as we work to acquire customers. Our total addressable market is $1.2 billion based on our $25 per use revenue model and the 48 million colonoscopies performed globally. Our serviceable addressable market is 475 million based on the 19 million colonoscopies performed in the United States, and our serviceable obtainable market is 197 million based on reaching 4,174 physicians by the end of 2025. In terms of competitive advantage, none of our competitors are currently on the market, and none of them are pursuing the polyp resection problem, which is contributes to the second leading cause of colorectal cancer. We are also the only company that is pursuing a high-risk tumor detection module, which is for the 1.7 million Americans with inflammatory bowel disease, that is Crohn's and colitis. Currently, these Americans are an exclusion criteria for our competitors. Through the EWAB WCBA program, we've been able to form alliances with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and have begun talks with the global M&A lead at Olympus. Our clinical partnerships and connections have arisen primarily through the NSF I-Corps program, where we have targeted gastroenterologists in three key geographic areas: the greater New York City area, the greater Houston area, and the greater LA area. Over 95% of gastroenterologists that we interviewed said that they found a need for both of our solutions to improve the quality of their colonoscopy. Our business model has benefits for both the physician and the patient. For every 10% increase in polyp detection, there's an 18% increase in revenue for gastroenterologists. And for every 10% increase in adenoma detection rate or ability to detect polyp or tumor, there's a 30% decreased cancer risk for a patient and a 50% decreased risk in mortality overall. We are pricing our software at $25 per colonoscopy based on a close market comparable EndoCuff, which has a distribution agreement with Olympus. Based on the data that I mentioned earlier from IQVIA and advice from our advisors for sales and marketing, we've been able to identify a projected forecast of how many gastroenterologists we hope to target within our first year of commercial sales in 2022, all the way up to 2025. Our initial sales will be with the gastroenterologists performing the top 40% of colonoscopies in the United States. Our team is comprised of biomedical engineers from Columbia University who have personal connections to this problem. I myself am a high-risk patient, and our other co-founders have family members that have had polyps or tumors. We have a diverse set of domain experts spanning legal advice, sales and marketing strategy, clinical acumen, and scientific advising. In terms of operations, we are currently working on finishing up our product development and filing towards a utility patent. We hope to initiate our clinical trial towards the end of the summer. As we raise seed funding, we hope to have our pivotal clinical trial, and in a Series A funding round in 2022, we hope to seek regulatory clearance from the FDA with a 510(k) pre-market notification and begin our first year of commercial sales. To summarize, our problem is that tumors are missed and incompletely removed. Our solution is our AI as a second set of eyes during endoscopy procedures, and our opportunity presents a $500 million market. We are seeking $500,000. $290,000 will primarily go towards our pilot study. IP and legal fees will also be covered by this investment, as well as our R&D and funding us. Thank you so much for your time, and we will be happy to answer any questions and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.